Hey everybody, welcome to the Creativity Cave. I'm Dana Rico and I'm so excited to be stamping with you today. As always, I have a great project to share with you and I think you're going to love it. It's really fun and happy and I think it is just super fun, and then just wait till you see the inside because there's a cool surprise inside. Boom! A llama. It's like a photobombing llama, which I love. My friend Tammy posted a photobombing llama the other day and I had to have my own. So anyway, I think this card is so cute and I love the surprise inside. So let me show you how I put it together. It's really fun. So I'm using the Birthday Fiesta stamp set, which I think is just adorable. It's really cute and fun, and I think when you use these with bright, happy colors, it makes a great, great project. So I have all the dimensions for this on my blog, but I'm going to use Whisper White, Tangerine Tango, and Melon Mambo to put my card together. So I'll just fold this, and then I have a layer of Melon Mambo that I can adhere, and then a layer of Whisper White. And like I said, the dimensions are on my blog, and the link to that will be in the description of this video. So to get started, you notice in here there's a couple really long stamp images, and what I love about these is you can take your block and kind of create the look that you want by the way you put it on the block. So for instance, I'm just going to curve mine on here slightly instead of placing it on there straight, and then let's see what we come up with. Okay, so I'm using a variety of colors. I'm going to start with the lightest, but you know what? I'm going to put paper down to protect my work surface first because I am nothing if not a messy stamper, always. Okay, so I have my Whisper White. And I'm going to ink this with the lightest color, which is Daffodil Delight. And part of the reason why I chose the lightest color first is that I can change to the next darkest color and not have to clean my stamp, because I think I've also taught you that I'm kind of a lazy stamper. Now let me just add one thing to this. I learned this tip the other day and we're going to try this on camera. So let's cross our fingers and hope it works. I learned this trick the other day that if you're, I'm looking at my image and I mean, it's stamped okay, but I think it could come out a little better. And the tip was to ink it in Versamark first. And then you get, I think, a little bit more even ink coverage on your stamp. So I'm just taking my Versamark pad and I will get rid of some of that ink. Then I will ink it up, and let's see what the difference is. I'm gonna stamp it right below, and you know what? I think it looks crisper to me. So, all right, we're gonna scrap this piece. Hopefully I have another one the same size, and I do. We'll try it one more time. I think having that Versamark just makes it adhere to the cardstock better, for lack of a better word. I don't know if adhere is the right word, but there we go. A little bit more even. Now I have ink everywhere, so I'm going to clean that off and go to my next color. I just lightly wiped it off. Well, I guess it's kind of clean. For me, it's pretty clean. Okay, then I will go ahead and do the next darkest color, which is Tangerine Tango. And I will have it go all the way across, like so. And then I will clean that off super thoroughly. I hope you note the sarcasm. And I will ink it with my Melon Mambo. This is one of my favorite colors. And I will just crisscross it like so. I think it's really fun building up the background to this. You can kind of do whatever you want, and it's okay if it doesn't, like this didn't go quite all the way to the edge. That's totally fine, so don't worry. Now I do need to clean for this next color change because melon and turquoise do not mix no matter what, and since my pad was kind of dark, my stamp came loose, so let's stick it back on. If your stamp is really wet, like mine was, just because I had kind of over-spritzed my cleaner, it won't adhere very well, so I'm just going to stick it back on. Okay. And last, but certainly not least, I'm going to put Tempting Turquoise. Now you saw I was just kind of positioning it. I was just trying to figure out what might look good before I got inky with it. Because I don't know if you've ever done this before, but sometimes like I'll hover and then I will realize that I will indeed need to commit because I've kind of splotched it a little bit. And if I'm not ready to do that, it can be bad. Now, I do want that one not hanging off, so I just inked a teensy bit more and added that last strip on there. But isn't that fun? I think it looks really cute. Now, I also think it would be, you could certainly add other things to this. I chose to kind of dress it up a little bit with some of my rhinestones, so we'll add those in just a moment. But then I want to show you how I did the rest of the card. So I have a couple things to share. First of all, I stamped one of the 2 greetings that comes in this stamp set. So this says, wishing you the happiest of birthdays. And I'm going to ink that up and stamp that. This is on just one of those scraps of paper that I always end up with left over from when I cut down cardstock. So I just stamped the happiest on there, and then I'll trim that out. And then I will clean this. By the way, this is a good tip unless you are interested in weird spritzing. And by weird, I mean you never know what color it's going to be. Don't scrub your pad over your work surface because little specks of wetness will spritz on there inadvertently, mainly. So it can be cute, but it can also be ugly depending on if the colors are not the ones you want. So I'm going to now ink this up with black archival ink. And I always like black archival because it's a nice, brilliant black. It's true black. And I stamped that right over the top. And I will close this up. And then I will show you how I trim this out. If I can find my scissors. There we go. So I'm going to leave just a little bit on the 2 ends. And then I'm going to trim this along the edge, leaving just a little border like I would if I was cutting anything out. And that's pretty good and straight. Because it's white on white, you're not going to see it if it's a little crooked, so that's kind of nice. Then I have, this is my something about a banner. That's not the name of it, but I can't think of what it is. Punch. And I'm going to just take and see how I'm placing that in there to get my punch. This works, I mean, I would have used my old little banner punch, and if you have that punch, certainly use that. But since I don't, or since it's not in the catalog anymore, this is a way you can get that cool flag without having to cut it yourself, because I find that's really helpful. I love that punch. Now, the other thing I did is I just kind of distressed this, I guess, for lack of a better term. I just wiggled it, and then you can see it kind of gets the nice little creases in it, and I think it looks kind of fun. Sort of like a banner might at an actual party. And then I'm going to go ahead and attach that to my card with a couple of dimensionals. And this is just the width of the little banner I have on there. So make sure your dimensionals kind of fit in there, and if they don't, you might want to adjust slightly, as I am here, so they don't stick out, because nobody likes a dimensional that sticks out. I am loving this stamp set, though. It's just so fun. And this llama, oh my gosh. So the llama had to make an appearance on this card, right? I mean, for sure it did. So I'll show you how I did that. Okay, I'm going to adhere this to my card and show you how I did the llama. I did just a teensy bit of masking to make it happen. So I will center that. Ooh, I don't know if one of my pieces of cardstock is not quite even. So I think it's all right. The super incredibly anal side of me would say trim just a smidgen off of there, but I'm going to let it go this time because it's not very noticeable once it's on the card. Nobody will know if if it's not been pointed out to them. So let me show you the inside of the card because it's really fun. So first of all, I cut one of the borders here. I'm just trying to hold my card open. And frankly, this could be the outside of the card too. It could go either way. But I cut one of the banner thingies, whatever this is called in real life. And I'm just going to stamp it with one of the two different designs. If you look, this has kind of a slightly different edge than this does. This is kind of a straight flat edge, and this one comes down to a curve. So you'll see that on the banner. This one is curved and this one is flat. Do you see the little curve to that? Flat there. Okay, so I'm going to just go in different colors. So I have this, and here is a great opportunity for you to stick your butt out and stamp, except I totally missed it. I'm going to stamp that one here. I'm going to skip 2 and then stamp it again. Let's see if I can hit it this time. It's not lining up quite right, but that's okay. All right. For some reason, I'm struggling with it. All right. I don't know if my head is in the camera shot or not. See, now look at that one. That is good. That is the product of your butt being out. I'm just going to put that out there for you so you know that's how it happened. And then I'll clean this off. Do daffodil on the other. This is the curvy one, like so. Ooh, that one looks good too. And then I need, let's see, I need a turquoise and a tango. Tangerine tango. Here we go. There, look at that. That's all nice and organized. I got a better angle on it apparently. And last but not least, the turquoise one. Ooh, that one is good too. Good job, Dina. I'm proud of myself. Can you tell? Okay, so now the other thing. Okay, so the cool thing about this is you can kind of curve it a little bit. So I'm going to just curl the flags a little so there's just a touch of dimension to them. And then I'll put a little touch of fast fuse on the back of each, just a little snippet, and then I'm just going to kind of curve it, and here's where, you know, you can curve it not like a gargantuan amount, but a little, so it's kind of fun. So I've just kind of got those curled, and then I will adhere it to my card. Okay, of course I'm going to trim off the backs like so, which is nice and easy to do when you flip it over and just line it up with the edge of your card. I kind of like that trick. And then I'm going to do my Fiesta business. So I'm going to take and stamp my Fiesta like there's no mañana, and I will stamp it right here. I used, ooh, a dirty stamp. Wow, that sure is dirty. Man. So I hate when that happens, don't you? That kind of stopped me in my tracks. Let's clean that off. This is such a good cautionary tale for why you clean your stamps. I'm notorious for not cleaning until the very end, but I'm usually pretty good at not having a dirty stamp, for heaven's sakes. Okay, well, let me show you how I am doing the, a little bit of masking. Okay, so I'm going to stamp that one more time. I did this on a Post-it note on the sticky end. I'm going to cut this out, and I probably will cut it out even a little closer, like so. And then I will use this to mask off where I'm going to place my llama. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think of the word llama. Okay, but since we messed up first, we have to take care of that. So we will just cut this out and glue it over the top, because that's what you do when you mess up. You figure out how to cover it up. Oftentimes you embellish As many people say, there are no opportunities, or there's no mistakes, just opportunities to embellish, and that is certainly true. Okay, but I want to show you how I did this initially, because obviously if I just adhere this over the top, it covers up my mistake, and that's no big deal. But I want to show you how I did the llama, because it is kind of cool. So I'm going to ink up my fun little llama. Don't you think he needs a name? I totally do. You have to let me know if you have a good llama name. So this will go right over my Fiesta. And then, uh-oh, what did I do with my piece? Oh, what else could happen during the filming of this video? Seriously. I cut it out all nice and I can't find it. Oh! Okay, it was stuck to the scissors. Like, seriously. All right. So, here we go. I'll place my mask right over the top, and then I'm going to stamp my llama, which I will re-ink right over the top, and I wanted him to peek out just a bit. Okay, then when I remove the mask, of course, you can read it. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, I just think this is so cute. Now, I will place this right over the top, which of course you could do in place of the masking, but I think it's kind of fun to mask. And if you don't mess up, you won't need to do that. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodness gracious. What else could go wrong, right? I suppose I should actually adhere it into the center of my card and add my embellishments, shouldn't I? We'll finish it all the way up for you. But if you would like to see the photos as well as the details from my project, please check out my blog. Like I said, the description of this video will have the link right to this very post, and you can see all of the fun photos of this card. And I will just take my rhinestones and add these on. Oh, goodness gracious. I hope you did enjoy this, though. It was fun to make this card, and I am so excited to play along with this set some more and see what else I can come up with, because this llama is just cracking me up, and I think it's super cute. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and would you mind sharing this link if you liked my video on your favorite social media platform, Pinterest, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, wherever. Probably not Instagram because that works a little different, but you get what I'm saying. Just share, because that really helps me. And of course, if you need to purchase any of these fabulous supplies, I would just be so thrilled if you would shop through my online store. It makes a huge difference to me if you do. It helps me continue to bring these videos to you, and I love sharing my passion for stamping. Have you noticed? It's so fun. Better than therapy. Anyway, have an awesome day, guys. Thanks. Bye.